Now at the northeast corner of the world there's this little bizarre island which has enemies called zone eaters which inhale your teammates. And they also use gravity magics. But this inhale attack it's actually a little bit of a secret. Nom 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 nom. It likes eating. Come on. How many times you gonna do the gravity? Quite many times, but it ate bowl tomb, which instead of game over throws me inside its stomach. Now I could just try to leave the stomach, but there's a reason to be here. Well, not just shambling corpses. Oh yeah, they're capable of quite powerful magics. But apparently they are not immune to being petrified. I wonder, are they undead? No, well, that I don't know yet. Oh, that was... Well, they seem to be quite dangerous, but quite doesn't mean very. And the music is quite silly and almost whimsical sounding. And there's some... and some dudes walking around. Oh yeah, and capable of zombie touching. Yawn. That's a quite appropriate title for a move. Alright, let's just wait until it walks. It gives me Genji armor, and I'm gonna do some hops around and face more of these critters. Nothing particularly frightening in these things, but they can apparently it can snort as a counter attack. But even that doesn't make it particularly dangerous. So now I have to just wait for it to walk right past me, that guy. Yep, and yep. 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 Fake mustache. That's an accessory with the realm which is ludicrously good. Because instead of just sketching, it's now possible to control the enemy. Meaning you can actually make it really efficient to really easily learn all the necessary lores and all that kind of things. But there's a save spot which usually is quite ominous. Yeah, that's a roof crashing down. But luckily there's the I wonder, does this work? Oh, it didn't. And that's like instant game over to be squashed by those. But discounting that trait, it is not particularly difficult. Phase Zephyr Cloak and Hero's Ring, and it's just a got squashed here as well. Well, I guess I'll skip the jump running around part. Well, now it was done. Going down again. And there's more of these. Little bit of puzzle. Nothing too complicated puzzle-wise in here. Just one over gap, and you can get one more of these thunder shields, or just a nice little shield. Basically impossible puzzle not to solve. And all of the treasures have gotten here, but those are not the reason. Control is kind of finicky system, but seeing how useful it is, it can be understood. Some other person. Go. And with that, a secret character Go-Go has been joined. So, going out elsewhere to find another person. Now, when you go forward, there's this little tiny piece of island or whatever, little pentagram with a cave inside, so it might be actually viable to get inside. And this place is unusual as it demands two crews to go inside. Well, let's just... And I would say that this would be a sort of tutorial stage for the actual stages you would have to face. But because in the final dungeon but still, basic idea is still the same. You don't need to play with anything else but one team at a time. And there's plenty of this kind of object puzzles that you have to move around, and with plenty of quite numerous amounts of and a bit showing off of how powerful Realm's control can be. But to say it can cause a ludicrous amount of damage once it's thrown against the hostiles. But this place is basically just traps and it's basically all traps and maze. I would say it would be one of the more difficult locations to actually get through. And it is quite difficult location to get through. With plenty of enemies and all that kind of unpleasantness. But of course when Realm is taking control of enemies, she really can't make use of any of other enemies she might be having. So, which makes it kind of well, I would not call it unusual or inconvenient to use, but it would still be a bit of on the clunky side. Oh, just Realms doesn't have much of a physical attack in these fights. Of course, because the fact that she doesn't have that much of level either, but that really isn't such a big deal. But walking over these spikes does damage, but you can do it. As the map can show, this is quite big location to go through. got that one under control. Oh, it's just new magics. And it can take quite good big amounts of fire damage. Or then again, it didn't have, maybe it didn't have much of fire attack ability. But I think that to actually show what kind of, to get through this place with any kind of, you could say, brevity, it might be necessary to not have random encounters in this place, which I think I will do. So walking to this location. Really not the most pleasant area of the game to play. Most like just because of the sheer convoluted structure of this place. Yeah, that doesn't work. Ow, 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 ow. But the basic gameplay is just switching between teams so you can get forward without having to stomp on all the spiky locations. And treasure chest is actually empty. It's a sign of that someone or something has already been here, grabbing all the stuff. But that isn't that much of a big deal. Getting over that. And there are spots for leaving as well. So this place doesn't make you that badly stuck if you get stuck. Although the amount of enemy encounters you would get in this place is quite very high. Either well, very or quite high. But it would be unpleasant ordeal to get through this place. Without any kind of, you could say, ow. Just take that and get going up here. And I do know that the constant random battles would not be that interesting to watch, just because hey, I'm going ahead and bang, there'll be random encounter, and then bang, there'll be another random encounter, and then once that's been over, there will be bang, more random encounters. This game has quite heavy, big rate of random encounters, which isn't always that interesting. So you could take a loop to go around here, or into this one, up, and get it back in here. But the route is actually in that sense quite easy to understand, and a place to make water drain down, and that makes the cave floor walkable as well. So this place is much more puzzle than anything else. And I feel that this music might have been in Final Fantasy IV as well. Somebody let them through that. I'll say hello to one of the ancient dragons over there. That thing is dangerous. It will rip you apart in blink of an eye if you pick a fight with it. So which surprise to say is something you shouldn't be doing. But as you could say, as a puzzle, or as a combination of different kind of puzzles in this place, it ain't that severe, I say. There are enemy encounters and all that kind of unpleasantness, but nothing that you really couldn't get through by yourself with regular gameplay thinking. So that went down. So we're now transferring here and finding lock. And lock found a piece of magicite. And with this move, Treasure Hunter Locke has joined the group again. So there'll be still some places to scour before I dare to venture into Kefka's tower, and goal in there is of course simple: rip his head off and shove it down to his other end. But the next location is somewhere else. Now at the world map there's Narshe, place where the game began, and apparently there's enemies. So the place doesn't seem to have changed much, like from that. But regular enemies, nothing particularly strong. Let's just walk in here and see what's going on. And there's apparently nothing here, except some one lousy Moogle. And of course, that beginner's hall, because this is where the game still began. But Locke knows how to open the locks, of course. And he knows how to open the locks because he is some sort of treasure hunter or thief, whatever word you want to use. And of course, because the place has been more or less completely abandoned, there are monsters roaming the streets, which are not particularly dangerous monsters, but they are a nuisance, so I'll be turning off the encounters. Just out of convenience sake. Yeah. The treasure chambers of Narshe, nothing really particularly impressive around here. And I seem to have looked at all the treasures and stuff, that kind of stuff around here. Returner's hideout or branch of Narshe, nothing around here. I'm still scouring around the city trying to find stuff. Accessory store. Yep, nothing here. As expected. Weapon store. Nothing here as well either. But there are some stairs down. And there is one guy still here. Well, he's got a magicite. Oh yeah, either get a bloody good sword or take the magicite Ragnarok. Of course I'm gonna take the magicite, because this magicite contains the most powerful magic spell of the entire game, Ultima. It eats magic points a big number and it causes a tremendous amount of hurt to enemies. Which means it makes it extremely useful thing to have. And there's something like maybe one or two things in the entire game which actually allow you to learn it, and that's one of them. So it definitely is worth keeping as a stone, not make it into a weapon. There was still something in here. Let's just trying to find out where it was. Of course the magicite was the more important part, but there's still something more. And it ain't the beginner's hall. Over here. I think this is the place. Thank you, Luck. Opening this place. Yeah, there's another guy. And now I got myself the cursed shield. It gives you, it has ludicrously bad stats, and it gives you every status element in the book. But if you would fight 255 fights and it will get to 256, it turns into the best shield of the entire game. The Paladin Shield, which is also capable of teaching Ultima, the most powerful magic spell of the game. But that is still not all that there is in Narshe. Because there's the Narshe mines, so let's just see how the enemies change from this place. Or have they been removed? Well, of course those things are still the same. Oh yeah, and it also and the cursed shield also gives you doom. Meaning that if you don't finish the fight fast enough, you're gonna just die. But that wasn't too slow, so I got that. From there, outside there's a different set of enemy encounters. What about here? Oh yes, here's also a different set of enemy encounters. Life Shaver. Yeah, those things are quite annoying. I'll wipe them out before... Yep, got them out. So yeah, here also a new set of enemies, which is kind of annoyance. And the security system has been turned off because of the most likely by reason of nobody taking care of maintaining it. Just waltz right into these locations. Behind this little location, Moogle's Nest, and there's the morgue. Oh yeah, now I got Mog into my group as well, and he hints about another character here as well. So, but he takes a little trip, so I'll be taking little group changes to get him. As a little bonus, let's try the big fight with the dragon, Ice Dragon. It looks quite small. but it was capable of blasting out a quite nasty attack right away, so it's blasting out ice attacks quite fast. Let's just the fire attacks do cause damage to it. And apparently bad breath from struggle is capable of confusing it. Which you have to say is quite convenient. And also it seems to poison it as well. And Doom just hit. It keeps attacking. And it went down actually, with appropriately dramatic flashes and bangs, and rumbly destruction. And it gives some loot and message. Yeah, there was 8th. Deal done, beaten 2. Now at the northern end of Narshe Cliffs, there's the Esper. They apparently brought it back here. Maybe it wants a fight. Maybe not. Well, it has rasp. Let's just look at it with Libra. What is it weak to anything? Yeah. Burn it. Yeah, and bring back. And it's very weak towards fire attacks. And it burnt down. Basically compulsory have to use magics. Interestingly, that one had spent his whole time in the ice. He didn't know much what was going on, so the weakness to ice was sign of it being frozen. Yeah, I'll jump in, but I also got the. So yeah, now I found the Yeti's cave. So let's just see what's going here. Those are suspicious looking holes in the ground. Not touching them. You don't want to pick up that chest. It's got thornberries in it, as in multiple thornberries as a one group. And they are one of the most dangerous foes in Final Fantasy games. Capable of which they do, and they just walk towards you very slowly while just tanking everything you might intend to throw at them. And then once it's done that, it's just gonna murder you. And kind of humorous music already makes it. Makes it something that you might not be in here. Even though, because it's a Yeti's cave, it might be more dangerous than it looks like. And of course there are switches to drop you into Yeti's cave. And of course, so I'm gonna press the button and see what's going on. Yeah, take out the bone pit. Mitkä har some got a piece of magicite and an angry Yeti. And yeah, and he's gonna blast out magic. But here's the Yeti. It's taking quite a bit beating, which means because it just went down. So let's have a chat with it, with a mug. Umaro. And with this I have the full squad joined. Yeah, he doesn't appear to be particularly smart, no, but not that extremely dumb either. But that encounter ends this episode. See you next time. See